Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, you don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars, but the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest, not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the stud farm.
A wayside shrine? How do you mean?
Are you a Christian at all? Never mind. It's a big white column. You can't miss it. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of...
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, and now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a... If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one, and again follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rocks. You dig there, and you should get to the passageway.
That's a really cunning solution. No random fool.
That was exactly my intention when I thought it. I think you're no fool, so you should. And that's not all. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget.
You're right. Horses will be needed.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask Hashtal for...
Are you serious? I'll just introduce myself and he'll give me horses just like that.
Exactly. Please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay him for the horses.
You got it well figured out. Thanks. Don't know how I'd manage without you.
You've done plenty to help. And now it's, you know, you might not be aware of it. Papa would never admit it. But alone, you've earned the right to the gratitude and...
I'm glad I could help you.
The pleasure is ours, but tell me, would you do it if you didn't need...
Well, I don't know if we'd ever have met under different circumstances.
I hope your word carries... At any rate, I also require... But you mustn't breathe a word of it.
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov...
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, but if you're going then...
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone.
What do you mean, uninitiated?
Really? Mea culpa. So if you do find the book, you'll be...
Well, yeah.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy.
Fear not, my lady.
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way, find it nice and quiet.
Your wish is my
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. And take this, so you don't...
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. And Henry, be careful.
Good to see you. A little thing? So you're in...
Привет, без веб.
Привет, да.
Solving me too now. Ah, sorry. I didn't mean. Ah, well. My respect.
Как тебе второго часть вообще? Боевка такая же.
Нет, намного легче. Игра
Excuse me.
больше оптимизирована. Да и вообще, типа, игра года.
Good people, refrain from sin. Satan is going round our city, and the only defense is piety and virtue. Especially in these times, we have to heed the commandments, because there are monsters among us. Godless swine in human form who can't wait till our city goes
Easy.
into the
Easy. Nice and slow.
Take care of everything. The city council.
Whoa!
Жалко, русской локализации нету.
Зачем им? У меня локализация-то есть, озвучки нет. Не знаю, мне так нравится. Стоит, блядь. Она настолько хорошо сделана, что... Вот, например, у меня, по-моему, на стриме. У меня... Да тебя не слышно, можешь не одевать. У меня, например, еще видюха норм у Давида, например, под минималки даже не подходит, но из-за гигов, типа, но она все равно работает и нормально работает.
Go! Quick! Go! Quick!
Первое было хуже.
Go!
Да, сейчас скачу, нет?
Ah! Quick!
Ну, у меня сейчас уже вот типа денег. Вот сколько? 22 тысячи. Вот мне дают сет. сделал. То есть мне сейчас вообще нет сложности. Я спокойно сюжет прохожу. Ну, побочки. Без всякой там, не боюсь, короче, никого.
Ладно, заглянул поздороваться. Очень устал после работы. Пойду спать. Давиду привет.
Давай. Тоже. Правильно, поэтому без вебки. Он тут рядом. Играем.
Ah!
Тут не работает.
Go! Ka! Go! Quick! Ja! Whoa!
Так, сек.
Go! Ja! Quick! Go! 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 Quick! 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 Ka!
You're always welcome here, good sir.
Greetings to you. How can I help?
The Ruthard sent me.
What's that to do with me? Those days when Ruthard was the Lord of Malashoff are over. I don't want to have anything more to do with him, so you can be on your way.
He sends you his regards. And he asked me to remind you that he's still paying for masses for your family, as the two of you agreed.
Sakura. Nobody knows about that but him.
That's why he told me. So you'd be sure I really did come from them, and this isn't a trick.
Well, that changes things. Sorry for being a bit hostile-like, but times are tough. A man can't be sure of any. Good to hear that Sir Kunzler. Give him my greetings, and thank him for still honoring our agreement.
Sure. I'll pass that on to him.
So, tell me, What did the Rothard send you for?
I'm planning a certain enterprise.
An enterprise, you
That would be wise. And I need...
That's quite a fresh, fast horse don't come cheap. Somewhere a bit further from here so I don't get...
Of course. And the Ruthards promised to pay for the horse if it comes...
All right. So look, here next to the stud farm, when you go alongside the rocks to the end, you'll find a wooded copse not far from the castle. There's a well-trodden patch of ground there, so that's where I'll have that horse ready for you. Hopefully, nothing will happen to him if I just leave him there. Recently, there's been wolves and wild dogs sniffing around here, so we...
Thanks. I'm obliged to you.
You ought to be. I wish you the best of luck.
What's new here at Malashov?
A terrible thing happened to a band of cutthroats attacked his mill and killed a lot of people. It's a wonder my sister and her daughter got away with their lives. If you can, go and see my brother-in-law. He can use all the help he can get right now. Alas, that's all I know.
All right, thank you. I'll look into it. I need to get my horse scrubbed down and its tack cleaned.
As you wish, but it will take some time.
I'll pay. Here are your groschen.
Thank you very much. Now then, where is this beauty? Here is your horse. Look at that glistening mane. God bless.
Same to you.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
What's happened, Miller? Are you drinking to celebrate or to drown your sorrows? Why aren't you in the mill milling flour?
Fie. Damnation. Evil times these. A band of cutthroats took my mill. They've taken everything. And my Vashek, too.
Hang on, you mean Danemark Mill? Not far from here in the valley.
Aye, that's the one. Damn it, boy, what do you know of it?
Just that I was there not long ago, and I had the honor of meeting those bastards you're talking about. Not long ago, on the road to Billany, they killed a merchant from Kuttenberg. They're ungodly scum. Just threw his body into the woods.
Aye, fucking murdering swine. My son and the hired hands stood against them and ended up the same. I'll never see him again.
I'm very sorry, Miller. Truly.
Damn. What I would give for someone to wring their mongrel necks. I'd spare no cost to avenge my Vashek.
That'll be difficult. But maybe I'll find a way to get those curs out of the mill.
Really? Do you truly think so? One...
Aye.
I don't know what to say. But I don't know how I could...
Leave that to me, Herman. It won't be my first time.
Friend.
I'll show you. No, you. What do you want? Show your stuff. Go! Charge! Go! Charge! Charge! Quick! 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 Go! Quick! Quick! Go! Whoa!
At your service, sir.
God bless you, sir.
A miller without a mill is like a fish out of water. But as it happens, I know of an abandoned mill not far from here.
What? You really got rid of those bastards? They're really dead?
Aye. Every last one of them. They deserve to suffer a lot more for your son's death.
God, you're an angel in the flesh. You must have been sent to us by heaven itself. I thought they were going to kill my whole family.
Fortunately, that didn't happen. So you can go home now, Miller.
God be with you, Henry. God be with you. I am greatly indebted to you. Here, take this. You saved my family. And if you ever need to, stop by any time.
This must be the chapel Rosa was talking about. I'm supposed to look through its arch for some old ruins. Well, let's see. The chapel directed me here. There's no doubt about that. So somewhere around here, I have to find a stone cross, and then go in the direction the top is pointing. A cross in stone. This could be the place Rosa mentioned. I'll grab the spade and see if I'm in the right place. A tough job, but it was worth it. The way to Malashov is clear. Now I get it. Those boards were supported by beams to hold the earth above, so there didn't have to be as much of it. Hidden and firm. Really smart. It's a good thing they did it that way too, so I didn't have to dig as much. What do we have here? A ladder? In an escape, it'd be enough to pull it up, and that'd leave any pursuers stuck. I just hope it can hold one attacker. Damn it, that's cold. What's this door doing here? Could it be another of the Ruthard's tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back. This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashov cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this. This is going to take a while.
And Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Bavag will deal with Ruthard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. I sent spies to track him down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Otto? Gutenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas, clear the way for him to the imperial throne, and take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damn truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. Then Sigismund. And now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us?
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, he incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Cabon. That'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own two hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
Keep the gate open. A horseman, sir!
Hanush is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of, and we'll catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What?
That's not possible.
That's a lie.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear, by everything that is holy, I will find that whoreson, and I will rip out his heart!
Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. You better go.
Bring the horses!
Shame about that dog.
Lord von Burgos,
Luck was on my side. Now to find Capon and get out of here.
Took a small escort with him, so the garrison is slightly weakened now. So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get to whip. You've got it, Connor. Yeppo, I'll send Hans to the gate. He'll be in charge of the southern...
Hey?
Conrad's blacklist, and ever since he yelled at you last. So what do you say we help each other out? We'll all watch this, and you won't say anything to the captain about it. Have fun here. Just happened to him.
Now off with you.
You're a sharp one.
I feel a little sorry for her, with nobody taking her seriously around here. She's some third-rate daughter of some lord from who knows where, so she was actually quite lucky that old Otto took a liking to her. The thing is, everybody knows where she comes from and treats her accordingly.
Bloody hell, old Otto? He'd have you whipped for that.
You're right. I better keep our lord out of my mouth.
What is happening? Who are you?
Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry. How did you... What are you doing here? What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Oh, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. At your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
Of course I have a plan. Listen, I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Ruthard told me about. Von Bergov knows nothing about it.
C'est magnifique!
So far, the garrison has no idea I'm here. We're lucky Von Bergov left the fortress along with Von Aud, so I'll take you to that passageway. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I have some horses ready there.
Formidable! I call that an elegant plan. So, what are we waiting for?
Wait. A passage?
Well, it's just a passageway. There's a bit of war.
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any...
What the fuck?
Let me repeat. It's not the...
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but...
Fuck chivalry now.
Well, in my opinion...
Fuck your opinions. No! Just no! I mean, we'll all suffocate in that passageway. Or it'll fall on our head.
What's gonna fall on us, damn it? If I got in, it's completely safe. So stop acting like a madman and let's go.
I'm afraid of... Ever since that tower fell on me in Nabokov, and I was... There has to be another way.
Have you come up with some ingenious plan for getting out of here?
What do I know?
Un moment. Henri? You said that Von Bergov...
Yes.
And what about horses? Are there any horses?
I think there's a couple, yeah. In the lower courtyard.
Très bien. That will be... But I think we could get there. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone. Just like I escaped when surrounded by that. It may not be the best plan. It was not back then either. That's a wonderful plan. But we need some... Exactement. To have a proper piece of...
Thanks, Henry.
A nice piece. Merci mille fois. Now...
Good work, Henry.
We don't have time to play hot, and if someone tries to stop us...
Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't it be better if we...
Je suis d'accord. I wouldn't...
Oh, don't you two start...
All right, all right.
Well, après tout.
Merciful Christ, we implore you, stand by us.
Amen.
Amen.
Let's go.
Oh, Fortune,
Yuva!
ma protectrice. Tu es toujours resté à mes côtés. Reste près de moi, même en cette heure.
Why do I always get a stinking yokel to fight? He's dead! Come on, then! I'm just getting warmed up, you shit!
You yield! Qu'est-ce que t'as
What have I done?
Don't think...
He's dead! God! I hate yokels!
Die for that, you bastard!
Qu'est-ce que t'attends? Attaque!
Come on then! Watch out, he's trying to stick!
Let him out!
Send...
Mon Dieu! Do you call that sword fighting?
Now you're for it, you shit! Yeah! Don't spare him! I'll hack your ass off. What the fuck was that?
You'll die for that, you bastard! A death for a death! Think I'm all going to pieces! Now you're finished! You swine!
You lived like a wretch, and now you'll die like one. You don't know which way is up.
Show what you're made of! You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard!
Got him! Next!
You won't surrender! Come on!
Think you're a match for me, peasant? You wanna try me?
I'll kill you!
Nox! A fat lot of good that'll do you!
I must admit, mes amis, the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
Oui, monsieur, you're surely brave. And fortune favors the brave. Yeah! Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin.
Vauquelin?
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vauquelin... would you mind if I just call you Brabber?
Brabant. En.
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not talented in the art of conversation. But at least you have courage and other skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's your plan, Sir Baron?
An heroic deed about which hordes shall one day be composed, similar to my feat in the famous Battle of Arezzo.
Did you distinguish yourself in that battle?
Oui, mon cher Henri. When all seemed lost, I led a heroically desperate attack that ultimately led us to victory. For that, I was knighted. Opportunities for heroism await everywhere. One just has to seize them. What if we were to journey to Vienne? We could assemble a company and liberate Le Roi Wenceslas.
That would be excellent. If the king were to return, the nobility would definitely support him. Sigismund would have to withdraw.
Précisément. And what is more, our names would be sung throughout the kingdom. Undoubtedly, we would also earn a rich reward too. Then I would invite the best stonemason from France and build Monsieur Chapeau a castle that even Chevalier Hanush would envy.
You must be mad. You've been free less than a day, and you're already thinking up ways to get yourself killed. I'd rather endure Hanush's preaching about my incompetence than listen to this chatter. We'll see what happens next. But the first thing that I need is to get good and drunk. Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war, it's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps, several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacaloon. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard. Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening.
You're right, Hans. We must find allies and put a stop to it as soon as possible, so we can save as much as we can.
Yes. But we failed in Trotsky. And now this is our punishment.
I see that short captivity has turned you into a philosopher, Lord Capon. You should apply to the Faculty of Arts before the muse lifts you again.
Here!
Of all the bandits in the whole wide world, we run into this pair of scoundrels.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Word reached Rat-Eye that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece.
It's best if Henry tells you.
no sooner had we made camp by a pond, only we were ambushed by bandits.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the camp.
And the bastards treat...
But you did get into Trotsky in the end.
Von Bergov received us and heard us. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Bergov's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his...
Only they ambushed us and took...
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Bergov has been the real enemy all this time?
Zhishka.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's an interesting fella. Handy with a weapon, but also pretty tricky. It's best to keep a fella like that on your side.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy, but if only it didn't have to be in Raborge.
We're riding to a gathering of King... If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will...
If we keep standing around here...
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy.
Like how in the devil did you manage...
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov.
Ulrich Favak? But he's the mint man.
Well, he won't be for long. If it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal...
It seems you've been...
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Bergov in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important...
He picked a nice time for it. But it...
Can we go to Raborsh with you? We could certainly use a drink, a bite to eat, and a comfortable...
I wish I could say yes, son. But the city council assembly is a bit... Young Lord Capon will go with us to Raborsh. But you'll have to return and try to worm your way...
What?
You've got the dirt on Vavak. Just tell him either he gets you into the...
It's worth a try.
I hope that assembly really is him. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not...
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long... And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabosh on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there...
T'inquiète. I will go...
Hans?
Vaclin Brabant.
He was a captive of Lord von Burgos.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest.
You don't know what you're promising, but...
The main thing is to watch out for yourself. As soon as you can do so without raising...
He'll manage it, but now we really need to...
Adieu.
And to you.
God bless.
Christ, Woo! Watch out with that horse!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hear ye! Hear tidings of what is happening in our city. Just as
I'm going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that.
I have an appointment with him.
All right, go ahead.
Not a chance.
I'm glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The Assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king?
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
That's none of your concern.
Oh, really? Then about face and go back where you came from.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
I must have misheard you. Our business will be over when I say it is, not before. So pull your head out your ass and see to getting...
All right, Jesus. You can get into the council assembly relatively easy. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
What would work on him? How can I...
Would you like me to give you a letter for him?
I'll be going then.
Just make sure...
I reckon I'll have a look. Years have passed. The cathedral. Walls are half built, and the two parishes still a dagger's throw.
I'm always glad to see the right people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
My God, what's taking so long?
Good day to you.
Here. Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
Roots, vegetables, mushrooms.
Muslin, barchett,
Come and get
the
some
stronger...
mushrooms.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then? The best wares on the market. Come and take a look.
Ale.
Vegetables! Horseradish here! Delicious! What will it be?
Come and take your pick.
I apologize.
Careful.
I'm sorry.
Quality goods.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Cabbage flatbread. Fresh cabbage flatbread. Take a look. A fine day for some fine wares.
Excuse me.
Come and take your pick.
Pins, silk thread,
Really do something about that.
Aye, I'm in a right bind. But what are friends for if not to help each other?
What would you like? Come and take a look. Quality goods. The finest wares. Big and small, round and thin. Come and buy some new plates. Cabbage flatbread. Fresh cabbage flatbread.
Good day to you.
What would you like?
Vegetables, mushrooms. Come and get some fresh mushrooms.
Ribbons of all colors.
Hats! Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Quality goods.
What do you need, my friend?
I hear one Franta cooldown is supposed to come and pick up new clothes from you.
You're too late. Franta already came and picked up.
Come and buy some new plates.
Linen canvas. The softest linen canvas. Come and buy the
the finest canvas. Quality pieces. Wonderful day for a wonderful purchase.
A fine day for some onions, garlic. Not like no other.
Careful. Catch your stick. Fine wares. Come and take your pick. Another round.
Greetings. What do you need?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to...
I am.
Supposing I took the job on for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling... Why would you want to stick your nose...
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important...
But why would you want to...
But it could be that someone from the council...
I see. To begin... Look here. Do you...
Of course.
All right, all right. Show the confirmation to the head...
That makes sense.
And you'll need a wait... Here it is. The main thing...
Thanks.
You better not.
Anything you need.
They're called lattice. And that exactly what I'm paid to do. Carry on.
Come and take your pick. You wear.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for it.
Franta's not coming.
He got poisoned. He's writhing in agony.
Oh, that's enough. We can't be without a waiter here. So, have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's... You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your own... You don't want to be dragging a load if... Everything as it should be. Do you know what your duties are for an inexperienced greenhorn?
Well, I'll happily listen.
I should certainly... Now listen. A good waiter should, in short, behave as if you're not... But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White...
But for Councillor Adam of Zarji, when he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So we can't allow...
All right. Sir Adam...
And if the king himself...
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something?
Correct. The council... And in general...
Oh?
Well, yes. Understood?
Absolutely.
Correct. And if you manage not to... But you'll manage it.
I know everything I need.
Excellent. Put away your things here.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons. Unverzüglich.
Hey, wait,
Our current Waffenarsenal is a joke. And on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
I'm sorry.
You're the one who should know where they got
Boy,
them.
are you
Since
deaf
you're
or
a
something?
gunsmith.
Why?
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region.
Get me
You have
white.
the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly?
That's
The
not a good
merciful
idea,
King
sir.
Sigismund
This is
providing us with
unbelievable.
protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and
White
we're
up.
supposed
Pour
to
me
defend
red
it
wine.
with brooms?
You're right, Eldris.
I apologize,
But
sir.
where can we get the coin
Which
for
one?
better
Monastery
equipment?
red.
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with
I
the yeomanly
apologize.
state of our armory. And
I'm
the
sorry.
king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take
Monastery
the arming
wine
of the
here.
city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
I fancy some Tokai. Brothels.
Refill, boy.
I apologize, sir.
Isn't it the same
Which one?
Are you colorblind? White.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
But we have another bathhouse here, on Hoprink.
My friend Adam from the baths in Hradec district told me about it. He says it's...
Hey, where's my white?
Nonsense. He's just envious. Betty sees
Well,
the opportunity,
thank the Lord.
and people are lining up to bathe there.
Is that true?
I'd find it hard to believe. A woman?
No, really. It's clean, it's warm. You can get wine,
You there,
something to
a
eat.
word.
And don't get
More
me
wine,
started on the
Master Bailiff.
wenches.
So don't start.
Come
All right,
closer.
I'll go over there and investigate. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city walls.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that she thought she could wriggle out of it.
And
A silver goblet. She sneaked in. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll go and get it. And don't you make it.
Are you questioning God's plan?
I can't.
The Black Death.
You're supposed to do what you're told.
Guys, that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important.
I apologize, sir.
But we don't have
Which one?
data.
Are you
Arguing
colorblind?
about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back
Sir?
to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here?
About time.
Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. At least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage.
I fancy some Tokai.
Ulrich, what have you got?
I'm not
I
sure
apologize,
what you're
sir.
implying.
Which one?
Shit!
White to
You know full well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed
Sir?
monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself?
Well, thank the Lord.
Me? I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Tokai! And a full cup. Franz, please continue.
I apologize,
I'm
sir.
speaking about the
Which
Rutard
one?
incident.
Tokai!
You were there, weren't you?
That's the white.
That. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending
Sir?
Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as
Thank you,
I've
waiter.
heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's
You there,
grossly
lad.
exaggerated.
A cup of bread.
I apologize,
I don't
sir.
think
And don't you
Rutard
skim
will
with me.
cause any trouble.
Monastery
He is sensible
red.
enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king
Sir?
himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an
Well,
end to
thank
us
you.
first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want.
Boy,
I
I'd like some
suspect the
white.
gentleman from
I
the city's
apologize, sir.
sword-fighting school
Which
brought
one?
this custom
White
to
Tokai.
us. It's now run by the German Menhard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker. You act like you've never been in a
Sir?
fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster...
Don't hang
without a
around
shred
me.
of proof.
Vanish, you hear me?
We're not some old fishwives in the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff.
Waiter!
And that's that.
Refill, sir.
There are
Do you
more
think I've come
pressing
to the
matters
council
to deal
just to
with.
guzzle wine?
More
Come
pressing
here.
than the open contempt of
I
the whole
apologize.
town garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their own way. We'll soon be the laughingstock of the whole town.
You can rest assured.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I can't just get up and walk out now.
The town council is
I really should.
A fine servant.
unscathed.
And you, a councillor, let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer,
cup
I apologize,
I'd
sir.
soon be out of
Which
customers.
one?
Are you colorblind?
To hell with it.
White!
We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
Good, sir.
Thanks, thanks.
Since there is the eternal dispute over the cathedrals, the building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right
Hey,
under our
waiter.
noses.
Pour me
Just
some
finished
monastery
with the
wine.
monastery.
Which
and
one?
they are going to mock a
Monastery
royal
red.
mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites.
Sir?
You pay them, they come late, or report
You,
sick.
lad.
And if they do
You
come,
look familiar
their
to me.
work is shit,
Have we
and you
met?
have to pay someone else
naturally.
to put it
I
right.
go to your tavern almost
It's
every day.
a
Really?
waste of time.
Then you
I-
must
I
have
tell
decent
you,
wages
a
to be
waste
able to
of
visit the
time.
best tavern in town regularly.
Don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Endelin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar
Waiter.
there?
So what
Pour me
if I
red
would?
wine.
Apologize, sir.
Hold your horses, gentlemen.
Which wine?
That space in the side
Monastery
nave is
red?
mine.
Then hell freezes over, mein Freund. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha!
Good, sir.
I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hobbrink.
What?
Which one?
Tokai. White.
Those wrestlers
Are
of
you
theirs,
deaf?
of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out.
Good, sir.
Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Thank you, waiter.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Tücek Össe, Alegiop Katonaikat, ich Kelkinek Udra.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this band of fools!
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part...
And now you're 2 decades older, and you saved my neck. Who knows?
You know what? Do you know any of the...
Most of them, we've had banned.
Wait a moment.
Yeah, maybe you should go.
I wouldn't be... Who's that?
He's got more.
Can he be
he's besides. If he were on set...
How does it... Or...
No fear. Why?
What do you plan to...
What do you think? I'll leave that...
Dear me. But I suppose...
Indeed you should.
Oh, don't stop.
In that case...
Without a coat of arms...